Good evening, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to your survey.
Evening.
It seems like forever since we did this.
It does.
I know it seems really odd, but anyway, with one thing and another, it's been chaotic, and
You
we've
sort
been
this
to
out.
different churches and things, and it just seems to have all sort of overtaken me, and the time's gone. Irene is somewhere in Doncaster demonstrating
I think
mediumship.
it's Morley.
So she's not put it in her diary, so I can't tell you exactly where she is. But
Tony,
she's in
sorry, I think
Doncaster.
we've got an echo.
Have
Is
we?
it me?
No, it's probably me because I forgot to put my headphones in. So, why is my husband asking random questions in the chat? What's the definition of history? I have no idea. Excuse me, everybody, while I
Yeah.
put this in and see if it helps.
Yes, good evening, everybody, while Tony's doing that, because I know I've got an echo, because I'm
1
hearing
minute, I'm
myself
in
back.
a tangle.
But I hope
I've got my
everybody's
Watsits in a tangle.
had a nice weekend. I do. And Sophie, your baby's getting closer and closer, sweetheart. We'll be having an appearance soon.
Yeah, definitely will. Isn't it the definition of history just one thing after another or something?
I
I
don't
remember it
know.
being in somebody. Anyway, it was in a program, I think. Anyway,
Yes, I think we're both well, aren't we, Tony, at minute?
yes. Evening, Dad.
Hiya, Dad.
When you write your will again, Dad, the sofas come to me.
Hang on a minute, Dad.
Just say,
You've legally adopted me.
hang on, firstborn. So no.
I'm the oldest. I'm adopted now. I'm the oldest. Well, go on. I'll not argue with you. You can have the sofa and everything if I can have the bedding.
I asked for the bedding because my mum's getting new bedding, and she says I can't have it because it's all just um, coming apart at the back.
It
The
won't be
back,
with your
G,
mum's.
the back's
Yeah.
bobbly.
You
The
don't even
back's
see it.
the back's bobble exactly.
So
From
I think you
when
should
you
let us
went
have that.
when you went into my mum's bedroom to see all the ironed bed
Oh, I
with
know.
with a set square and everything on the corners to make sure they're exact. Would
Hospital
you have known?
corners.
Would you have known the back of the throw was bobbly? I wouldn't. Anyway,
No, no.
enough
Dad
about
said
my
we'd.
mum's bedroom.
Well, your dad said we'd to sort it out between us.
Oh, thank you, Suzanne. You like the background? It's lovely, isn't it? It's a galaxy, I think it is. And then Reverend Nick made me the border around it because that's the back of my business card. So anyway, tonight, if it's all right with everybody, I would like to do the opening prayer and the Lord's Prayer like we normally do. And I would like to do the healing today because I do feel there's a lot of people around who
Needing it. A
need the
lot
healing
need
at the
healing.
moment. So I would like to do the healing moment as well. I know it's not Sunday, but I was in Hull doing John Street on Sunday yesterday, and it was lovely. There was some nice energies going around, but I did miss not being here with you guys. So there we are. Oh yeah. So Sophie's just said I didn't give Mum half the issues I have with this one. I've had pains today which scared the poop out of Tom.
Oh,
Oops. Cheryl, that's what we'll call it. That's what we'll call it.
the
The
Monday
Monday
Sunday
Sunday
service.
yes.
It's a mouthful.
It is, but I'll have that one. So anyway, I will open the
Get on with
service in
it.
prayer if that's all right, and then I'll do the closing prayer as well at the end because we need
Save me voice.
Auntie Jeannie here to do the.
Save me voice.
Dad, I know who you mean. My Auntie Chris, because she's she's positive for COVID.
Oh, another one.
Yes, so my mum and dad are having to do daily checks. I hope. If
Oh,
they're not, I will
to
be
be in
driving
trouble.
up. I will be driving up the country with a box full of tests, and I'll be doing the blooming thing myself. If you're not doing it, Dad. Anyway, can we blend our energies together, please, friends? And I'll open the service in prayer. Great Spirit, Father, Mother God, thank you for allowing us to gather together across the internet today in your name. Father, I ask that you draw close today and support us and guide us as we do your works. I also ask that the guides for Jean and myself step forward to support and inspire us through this short service, and we promise that everything we do will be done with love, truth and honesty in our hearts. I also ask that the loved ones of those watching step forward to bring us messages of truth, proof of life eternal, of love and upliftment. And at the end of this evening, we will hand back to you everything which is rightfully yours with love, with honour and glory. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, everybody.
Just before you go on to healing, Paul did say we should have an opening song as well.
Oh, Jean, if you can think of an opening song, you can have an opening song.
It says, why don't one of you do an opening theme? Well, an opening theme, it's a song.
I did my bit. I did the opening titles and the closing titles, which I think are due for a refresh as well. But I need some new photographs of Jean, Irene, and myself.
We could play a nice little song at the beginning, though.
We could. We
Some do,
can
don't they?
certainly do an uplifting song if people
At
would
the
like an
beginning, if they
uplifting
like
song at the
it.
beginning. Maybe after the opening prayer and the Lord's
Yeah,
Prayer,
be
before Pam does her poetry.
Couldn't it be nice?
Oh,
Got you
no,
thinking
sorry.
now.
No, I was thinking about Friday. And yeah, never mind. Just and a Pam that could go to the Crucible, but there we are. Michael, we're not doing that one. I'm sorry. Stick a pony in me pocket.
Yeah.
I'll fetch the suitcase from the van.
Only Fools and Horses, isn't it?
That's a tenor, Tony. I am the official advice. No, Paul.
Oh, I love a sing song, so people would like a sing a song.
They would like a singy songy. So I will look out for some royalty free music, and I will get us some singy songy stuff. Okay, so as we haven't got Pam to do our poetry today, I thought Miss Pearson and I could do a little bit of philosophy. Mrs. Pearson,
I'm sorry, I'm just looking at somebody's post. I have to look at my phone to see.
Which bit are you looking at? What Lisa Scott said?
Yes.
Evening, everybody. I hope everybody's well. Finally get to catch a service. I've changed jobs again, so work ridiculous hours. There we go. All right, Paul. That's a deal. He's negotiating with me about what his fees are for the idea of having a singy songy, and he says 50p in a packet of prawn cocktail crisps. You can have them because I'm not a fan.
We only have them if we're desperate. We've only got them in.
Hi, Anne-Marie. Hi, everybody. Sorry, I didn't go down the list, did I?
No, hi, everybody.
Hi, Cheryl. How everybody who's watching. If Lisa Walker's watching, thank you to Lisa and Amelia again for my rainbow teddy.
Oh, I saw that. Were beautiful.
Did you see it? It was gorgeous.
Yes,
and
it was
Shane,
beautiful. Shane,
I hope you like the nails. I went and did Shane's nails today, and he's got
See,
bright
you could have
red.
called for me. I've been in all day again on my own.
Oh, babe, sorry. Um,
I'm
he's
sure
got.
Shane would let me go for a cuppa.
Excuse me. Shane's got bright red hussy nails now.
Oh,
He
wouldn't you,
has. He's got.
Shane? You'd let me come for a cuppa.
Hannibal's a lot bigger than your two and my two all put together.
Well, we can manage
Anyway,
with
we
a
were
big one.
doing
Excuse me, we can
colonoscopy.
manage with the big one, I'm sure.
That's
Doggy.
a whole different
No, you
story
didn't let
that
me
I'm
finish.
not going
A
to go
doggy.
into on here because I'm wearing my dog collar. So when I'm wearing my dog collar,
Sorry.
I've got to be good.
You didn't let me finish. And I've seen different things with dog collars.
A dog collar and lead is a whole different channel that you're not gonna get to see. So,
See, I'm always welcome.
And yes, you're welcome for a cup of.
Bless him.
Michael, you're incorrigible. Sorry, my contact lenses are moving. I've had them in all day, and it is studded actually, Crystal, Amanda. But never mind. Don't let you finish, Jean, is what Crystal says. Okay. Yesterday, I was at, as I said, John Street Church, and I want to say it. Yesterday at John Street reinforced something I'd been thinking for a while, that while I enjoy and I love going out and visiting other churches and seeing other churches, there is something different about being on here with you guys and you and Irene. It just feels like this is ours, and it's
I did
something a little
abandon
bit.
you though, bless you.
You did, but it wasn't just that. It was, to be honest, it's a really small church, and the front row wasn't that far from the rostrum. You know my breakfast bar, Jane?
Yeah.
It's like
that.
they were, sat at the other side of the breakfast bar, and there was a couple sat right on the front. And
Yeah,
it wasn't
been there.
until I went to get a drink and I looked up after my first couple of messages and I spotted them sat there, and I thought, oh
Bit
God,
close.
you're not wearing masks and you're really close. And it threw me for the rest of the night. It threw me for the rest of the night, and I just thought, it is a lovely church, Michael, but I think if we'd still been in the other hall, where we went,
we did it, the big hall.
I would have been a lot happier and a lot more settled, because there was a lot further gap, wasn't there, between the rostrum and it just threw me, and I just thought, oh gosh. And when I said to my dad there, I'll come up and do the tests myself on you, I'm not actually sure I would at the minute until I've done a couple of tests at home myself, just to make sure, because I really feel stressed about it. And isn't that strange?
No, but I understand.
Because life.
Plus, somebody did have COVID, bless them, from there, and you can't blame anybody. It just happens. It happens everywhere. You could be talking to somebody you don't know, and
you can. But I just feel though that we have to have some sort of normal life.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that looks like.
We don't want normal is now.
No, and I feel a bit lost. This is turning into philosophy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's it's all about what is new normal. What does that look like, and what can we do safely? Because we, Michael and I, sorry, I'm doing that I thing again. We've lost some really close friends through COVID. And two of them didn't get to say goodbye. Paul, you and lovely Lynn, you didn't get to say goodbye to Lynn, and our friend Roxy didn't get to say goodbye to her wife. And it's awful and tragic, and I don't want us to get back to that. And I'm just not sure we've done enough to be safe just yet. But
I feel like,
look,
but with me, Tony, it's like you were just saying that I'd hate to think that I were walking around not knowing I've got it, but yet somebody else get it off me, if you know what I mean.
I know
I
exactly
would
what.
be devastated. And I know I did a COVID test at your house last week,
You did.
didn't I? Just to see, and it were negative. But I'd hate to think, because people are walking about there, don't know they've got it,
No,
but
exactly.
yet it is showing on
Well,
other people.
Auntie Christine had been to my mum's and helped my mum put curtains and things up. Went home, felt a little bit unwell, so did a test and was positive.
See,
And you know, it's just really sad, really sad.
I shall
I
keep
think
wearing my mask.
I think, Suzanne, that's the thing. It was only because Jean will testify to this as well. When you're doing a service, a physical service, and this one to an extent, you become part of the service and you become absorbed in what you're doing. And it, like I said, it was only when I picked my glass up and went to have a drink and in
You
between messages
realised.
and spotted those two people sat right at the front, and I thought, you're not even a metre away from me, and you've got no masks on, and I haven't got a mask on because I'm taking the service, and now I don't know what to do. And like I say, I got so wrapped up in that inside. I got inside my own head, and I lost the connection a little bit, and it was really, I was playing catch up after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, anyway. That's where we are, and I think as long as I can at least serve you guys and with Jean and everything, I'll be fine, and we'll be fine. And the other churches we've got in, I know, are really
They're
good
very
about
good,
it.
aren't they? And the
They're really
bigger
good about
churches,
it.
Tony. The bigger
Yeah.
churches as well, so there's more
I
room, aren't
think
there?
I'm still not ready to go out and about as much as other people are.
I'm quite happy doing
I'm
what
really
we're
not ready.
doing. But we said because of
Slow
health
and
issues,
steady.
we wouldn't do as many, didn't we?
Slowly, catchy monkey. Anyway, on the topic of he, healing and anger and everything else that's going on, let's do the healing. This, as you know, is the part of the service where we get to send out positivity into the world, universe, to wherever it is needed, and we get to send it to the people that we know as well as anybody in need. So if you do know somebody who is struggling at the minute, in need of a thought, a prayer, healing, upliftment, whatever it is, just hold them in your thoughts, and that those thoughts will go out to exactly where they are needed. And I know your Dorothy's not
She's.
well still,
They said she's still
but
seriously ill, but she's getting through it.
she's fighting, and I'm sure our thoughts and prayers have got something to do with that.
I
So it
believe.
does
I do
help
believe
and it
that.
does work. So please, whoever it is, animals, Mother Earth, the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, fish, birds, whatever, send out a thought and it will get to where it's needed. So as always, we will start with the healing prayer that the lovely Reverend Nick allowed us to borrow on a long-term indefinite basis. Then we'll have those lovely candles, which we all really enjoy. And then the healing moment will finish with the word Amen. There are people's names being mentioned in the
comments.
So please send them out. If you can send a thought out to my Auntie Christine, to my dad, my mum, to my sister and all of her family, to Jean and all of her family as well, I would really appreciate it. And to Irene and Ed and everybody.
Yes,
I would,
and
I
to
would
everybody
really,
out there.
Yeah, I would really, really appreciate it, because these people are really, really dear to all of us, and I just want them to
Be safe.
have that love and that upliftment just for a short time. So please join me together as we say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, here we bring unto thee all those in our and all healing books, that it may please thee to heal them, be they suffering in mind, in body, or in spirit. Father, we ask for all those we know, all those we do not know, and those who have no one to ask for them, Lord, we ask for them now. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, everybody. Lisa Scott. When I was working with crews, the one thing we would say to everybody about the grieving process is there are no rules about how you go through it. It can last, each part of the grieving process can last as long as it needs to last. It can be years, it can be decades. Acceptance is something I wouldn't actually put in grieving now, because I don't think anybody can accept that their loved one has passed. I think, as I've always said, what you do is you learn to live with that hole in your life.
That's so true.
Which is different to accepting it.
That hole's never going to get filled back up.
No, nowhere.
What did Pat say? Pat always said, didn't she, if you're grieving for somebody, that's truly love. Because if you've loved somebody, you'll grieve for them.
Yeah.
Didn't she?
Yeah, she did, and I completely agree with it. And that is something that was repeated actually about the Queen, about how she will always grieve for Prince Philip because it's pure love. And if you've loved somebody enough to mourn for them and to grieve for them, that's
so
an
true.
incredible thing. And when you think about it in a really perverse and strange way, and I'm really sorry for my train of thought here, it's a privilege to have loved somebody enough to grieve for them that deeply. It really is. And I know it's painful and I know it's awful, and I can't say I understand how people feel when they're grieving, because I don't. I don't know how you're feeling. I don't know how you're feeling.
Because people grieve in different ways.
All I can say to you is I have grieved for people.
You still are grieving.
Yeah. And it's a really sad thing to say, but even after 26 and a bit years, it hits me like a ton of bricks sometimes.
Sometimes you'll still sit and just think, and tears will run down your face.
when
Go on,
Amy
sorry.
put that comment into the chat, it just completely floored me.
Yeah.
Completely floored me. And I don't know where that came from.
It
That's
shocked
26
Amy.
years. No, I didn't mean to
Bless her.
scare her. But it is, and I just wish
It's
there was more we could do to help people and to
amazing.
support them through the grieving process. But all we can say is I and Jean and Irene and the rest of the congregation are here if ever you need.
You need us.
Yeah.
Because we can say, like, everybody grieves in different ways, Tony, like you've just said. And like I've lost mum, dad, brothers. I've lost a baby as well. So there's that little bit where you can say, well, I understand that little bit because I've lost that person. But you're still grieving that different way.
Yeah.
Even though you
Yeah.
may have lost that, sibling or parents, but you do still grieve in that different
Yeah,
way.
it's
And I've
completely
still,
different.
yeah, and all these years on, I'll still pick phone up and think, oh, I'll ring my dad. I've not rung him. And then I think, you bloody idiot. Sorry, I
Yeah.
shouldn't have said that. The word but.
It's
But
fine. It's
because you
fine.
know that you can't do that, and I'm a medium and I should know that. But you still,
Yeah.
for that split second, you don't think. It just, I
Oh,
spoke, so you do it.
thank you everybody for sharing the things that you're sharing in the chat, and it's lovely. And Zoe, it shows that you're truly invested in your job. It really does. That you cry when you lose a
Yeah.
patient. It really shows that. Michael, don't, because you'll set me off crying.
Yeah, I've just seen what Michael's put on. Even the animals. It's
I
true about
know.
the animals as well.
You will never
Never get
ever
over
get
it.
over it. If it's true love that you felt for
My pat
somebody,
always
you
said
will
you'll know.
never ever ever get over it. And for somebody to have the arrogance to say to somebody, aren't you over this yet? It's been however many years. It to me says that they've not loved somebody in that way.
Enough to.
No.
No.
And I nearly went into the weepies, as Paul said, when I was on the beach the other day with the dogs, because I got thinking about when I took Tia down on her last morning.
Before she passed.
And it nearly broke me again. But anyway, we've turned into another bit of philosophy, haven't we there, darling?
Yes.
Tara,
just shows everybody needs it.
It does, and that's the healing I think that people need at the moment, because healing is the one thing that spiritualists can do. And everything a spiritualist does, a proper, true spiritualist does, is about healing. Because it's...
thank you, Lisa. Lisa Fallon popped down and I wasn't in. I'd just nipped to our Amy's. And dogs were up at window at her.
Yeah, they would be.
Thank you.
Now give you a message, Michael. I tried to give you a message this morning. I tried to say, Michael, I've made you a cup of tea, but...
Oh, I thought you were going to say, Michael, get up and make a cup of tea then.
No. Jane, I was up at 3 o'clock.
Oh.
Yeah. Michael got up to go to the loo and disturb Pippin, who then was shuffling about and tossing and turning. Sophie, your mum has already met the baby.
Yeah.
She's probably held him already. And
she probably could tell you what it's going to be like already.
Yeah, because she just has. She's already met.
I want all the photos, Sophie, when this baby's born, because it seems as though we've carried this baby with you all these 9 months. Because we've been here from day one to having the baby. So we want lots of pictures from his Uncle Tony and his Auntie Jean so we can see him. Don't forget that.
No, definitely not. Barbara, here. A medium's work is to bring joy and upliftment to the many and closure too. Yeah,
Hmm?
yeah. I think that is so true. I agree to an extent about the closure, Barbara, but you can bring comfort. Whether that facilitates closure, I'm not sure. I hope it helps towards closure, but like I
I
just
don't
said a
know.
little
I've
bit
just said I
earlier,
don't know.
I I I still don't feel closure for Josh at all. I can't. I still wish I'd got to hold him and feed him and bath him and everything else. But if we had Josh, we wouldn't have had Ben. So
But would you
I,
though? You still may
I
have.
don't know. I don't
I
know.
think so.
There was.
Do you ever get closure? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I wouldn't like to say because me personally, and I'm only going as me, I haven't. And I'm a medium.
Scott, this Christmas is going to be so hard without Mum here. All the memories we had when we had when we were kids, but you've still got those memories.
You've got them,
You've still got
Scott.
those memories,
And you just think that
and
your mum's going to be around you all at Christmas.
yeah, she's not going to go anywhere. She's going to be here. And
She'll come and visit you all.
if I know anything about Lynn, and I never got to meet her, I've only met the energy of Lynn. I would say she will let you know that she's there at Christmas.
Oof. And if you don't do your dinner
my
properly,
God. Yeah, exactly. And if you lot don't have a really good time over Christmas and celebrate Christmas with
yes.
your mum as well, oh God, sorry. Scott, she's just said, and you better save me a roast tatty. So
There you go.
I heard it as clear as a bell when I was talking to you there, Scott.
It is
I
hard,
just,
Scott, sometimes, sweetheart. I'm not saying
yeah.
it won't be, but you've got to put a plate out for your mum now with a roast tatty on it.
You have, you've got to get your mum a roast tatty. She said it as clear as a bell in my ear. She did, she just said,
Yes, get him a roast
save me
tatty
a
out.
roast tatty. And she's, she's up, hang on.
She loved the roasties.
Sophie, Paul, Scott, who had a debate about a real Christmas tree or a artificial tree? Because I'm just seeing somebody holding up this Christmas tree, artificial Christmas tree, and somebody saying, but it doesn't even look like a tree. What? Why? I'm not putting that up. I'm not putting that up. You want right? Okay. And there's also that must be. I'm not going to start giving evidence about it being your mum. I know Jean told me your first job is to prove you've got that link, but I know Lynn's energy, and I'm not. She just wants to get straight into
Sophie, she's arguing, me
with
arguing
Tom.
with Tom
Yeah,
about.
a real one. There's baubles. There's some baubles that are go on. Some baubles that are passed on. So they've cut through the family. So I don't know if Sophie's got some that belonged to, or so yeah. There's baubles that are through the family as well. Something that goes on the Christmas tree that she wants to talk about as being important, and they must still go up. And just thumbs up for how you're doing, and how you're pulling together. And there's a bit. there's a bit of frustration there as well about um, somebody taking the mick. She didn't say taking the mick, but she's talking about somebody's taken the mick. So that's she wants to message about that as well. And she said that's I've said my two penneth worth now, so she's gone as she does. Okay, that was
Well,
sorry,
it just
short
comes.
and
She jumped
sweet, but
in.
she did. She just took over. You can understand that. Okay, Scott, thank you. As long as
Good.
you can.
She's always it was just put about the Christmas tree up. Is it time to put the Christmas tree up?
Anne-Marie.
If you want to
Clover.
put it up when you're ready. That most people now put them up in November.
Oh no, that's too early. I like them up. I like to see my tree up. But Michael, we do like to get them down as well, though, don't we, babes?
I do,
Eh,
though, Tony. I'm sorry. I love to see them up, but in between Christmas and New Year, mine has to come down because I've had enough then.
I could take it down. Once Boxing Day's over, I could take ours
Yeah,
down.
that's me.
My
Because
mum
New
likes to
Year's
keep
different.
hers up. Mum likes to keep hers up through New Year's, but I'm not
Is your
bothered.
mum the 12 days before and the 12 days after? Like most people
No,
say you should.
my mum believes in that. She doesn't want to leave it up for 12 days afterwards, but it can come down before 12 days. But yeah, after New Year's, my mum says hers could come down New Year's Day for her. She doesn't like
I'd
it.
love somebody to come and do mine for me because I'm not very artistic. My tree never looks.
There was a house on, funny enough, a street called Coronation Street in Merton, where I'm from. My dad knows what I'm going to say here. And you would think, Jean, somebody had taken a picture of the perfect Christmas tree and stuck it on the window. You know, when all the tinsel and all the lights are
It's
just in straight
perfect.
lines, and they're draped beautifully, and every drape's the same. And
no.
And they were all one colour, you know, like all like gold or all red
or silver or whatever.
Yeah, and it would change every year. But that tree, I mean, it was always the perfect shape, real tree as well. So she must have trimmed it to be the perfect Christmas tree shape. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. Anyway, Jean, have you got a link?
I have, funny enough, and he's been waiting here very patiently. Bless him.
Okay.
He's just stood there. And I've got to say, this gentleman would be a tallish gentleman, and I know he'd carried a bit of weight. And as he's showing me, he did have a bit of a porky belly, he's telling me. So I do know he had a bit of a tummy on him. But he's singing When I'm Cleaning Windows. And I know he's not a window cleaner, but there's something to do with either the song or somebody's windows want cleaning because he's singing When I'm Cleaning Windows. And he's coming along, he wants to just, he's all right. I'm looking at all Christmas things, what have come up, and he's just saying that about the windows. So there's something to do with somebody's windows on the earth plane. He wants to bring memories to a family of 5. So there's a family of 5 what's connected to this gentleman. He's also making reference to Joe, but I don't know where Joe fits in, I've got to be honest, because all I can hear is him saying Joe, but I don't feel it's him. And he's also saying that he's with his mates and the family. So I know there's a few members of the family in the spirit world and a couple of his mates, he's just said. Okay. I wonder what that were. So he's talking about this as well. All right, sweetheart. I'm watching all things go up and I'm trying not to look. So he's not about this. He did say that he got as though.
Oh, I don't know where our Jean's just gone, but she's just left us, and I haven't got the same link as Jean, so I do apologise. Amanda Hurst, I cleaned my windows for Christmas, but I think it was maybe 2005.
Back. My laptop just cut off. Dead.
Oh
Chocolate
no!
head. But if you can't, it's fine if you can't. Did you say something? I'm trying to look on my phone about the
So we
windows. You can
say
take it all. Sorry, go on.
Evelyn can take that. Um, Crystal says she can understand it.
Oh, right. But we're singing the song, so I don't. There's got to be an issue with the windows of some sorts because why
Yeah.
would he be singing song? I know this chap also whistled because he's whistling, so I know he did whistle because just said whistle as you work. So I do know somebody else might him or singers there doing the work down here is making reference to. But I do know there's the family of five is fetched up again, and did say Joe, but I don't think Joe's his name. Is saying that he's met with a family. I'm just going through me cutting off, and he's saying he was. I can't. He's not saying that he didn't have a bad passing, but he's saying I'm all right. And I do feel that this is what type of gentleman he would have been on the earth plane. He would have said I'm all right, whether he wasn't or not. But he said, I'm all right, me, I'm fine. Stop whittling. He was that kind of gentleman. What would have liked to have always not wanted to put your thinking. All just gone back to school. Kid has started either a new school or just started school because he's talking about school. Can anybody understand this, please?
Zoe Scaife can understand it. Jade
Can you
Whiteway can take it.
Can you take
Uh,
it all, both of you,
yeah,
please?
yeah, they
Yeah.
can.
Right. Let's see if we can split it then, because
And yes,
I've
she
lost
she
it.
was frozen for a while.
Oh me!
Yeah, you were
I just
sat.
got cut off. Right,
No,
because it's.
just before you were talking about the kiddies going back, you went.
Oh, I don't know then, unless we've got a storm coming. But it's on my phone. I can't get it. It's just knocking about on here. So he's on about that as well, because he's saying that the person who it doesn't need to go to, you've got to stop whittling. You've got to stop whittling, because it's just said you're making. Is it molehills out of mountains or mountain out of
Mountains
mole?
out the molehills, yeah.
Yeah, and he's just saying that. Okay, so he's just trying to say stop whittling, stop whittling.
Just applied for a new school for daughter as we moved areas
Right.
and waiting for a reply.
Well, he's just saying if it is you, sweetheart, stop whittling, stop whittling. And I know Tony's chewing on his nail here, and he shouldn't do. But I do know somebody would bite the nails, especially when they sit thinking and they're worrying. I ain't got none to bite now, but they'll bite the nails. And he's making reference to somebody would always itch the nose because my nose has started itching. Well, it's freezing now because my nose is itching. So somebody would sit and rub the nose like this as well because he's making reference to that. It's making, all right, darling, he's giving me a pint of milk. So I don't know if somebody likes the milk or they're running short on milk. He's giving me a pint of milk. So there's something to do with milk as well. Okay, so make sure you've got enough milk or you need to drink more. He's fetching that in. This gentleman is just making reference to his I don't know, he's showing me this. His trousers went under his belly. And he said, I can say it, so it don't matter. It went under his belly. But he were a quiet person and didn't want people to wickle about him. But yet, thank you. But yet what he's saying is he did have friends. So I do know he's a sociable. Right, thank you. Because it's saying my friend, so I do know he was sociable as well, and I know he would have helped people where he could. I do know, bless him, that there's a lady in the spirit world which is connected to him as well. Okay, and she's gone to a nice age. I'm not sure on ages, but I'll give a guess at probably late 70s, early 80s. But she's coming in, not a big lady.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put that one up.
No, you're all right. So she's coming in as well to say everything's going to be fine. Okay. So I don't know you're whittling over, darling, but everything's going to be fine. Okay. The chap saying thank you for everything, what you did, but not just for him, for the family as well. So you didn't just help him, or you must have supported the family as well. And whoever this is for, I have got to make reference that he's making that you've got a whole head on young shoulders, if that makes sense. because he's saying whoever it is had to grow up a little bit too fast. Can I say that to make it a bit easier? Because he's stretching that in. Okay, the lady's still there, and the lady's very close to him, and she's saying, I have been around taking note. So she's been around the home. So whoever it is must have known that there's been the family within the home, the spirit family around the home. Okay, because they're making reference to it. The all right, sweetheart. Somebody's got a little or had little teddy bear, but there were ornaments. Other than treasure teddies or something they used to call them. Somebody would have had these as well. Can anybody still understand where I've got to so far? It's all right because I can't see it, Tony. So, mother as well.
Yeah. Jade and Crystal, Whiteway, and
Right.
Zoe's still in.
All right, then we'll have to see if we can.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if we can split it then because it's not going for. I want to give the person. All right, darling. This gentleman. Why is he holding? He's holding a packet of cigs. Now this is. I know I did this with my dad, but this may split it. Somebody must have put a packet of cigs within this gentleman, within the casket, the coffin. I did it with my dad. I put all my dad's cigs in. I think they must have gone up faster than my dad, but he's talking about a packet of cigs. So if they didn't put them in with him, somebody must still have a packet of this gentleman's cigs or a packet of cigarettes. That should split it, because I've just asked him to give me something.
Says it's not for her.
Right, that's fine.
And
packet of cigs has got to split it.
Yeah, because apparently Kylie Whiteway didn't know what to do with them, so
we split it.
The cast,
Right, thank you. I wanted something to split this. Can you please, the ones who can take it right up to the cigs, please take. We bought some sort of sweet cigs. We used to buy you some sweet cigs. I feel as though these would have been proper.
Anne-Marie says you would be amazed how many people put cigs in with them.
Oh, she's the isn't she?
The funeral director.
Yeah. So please, the people who can take up to the cigs, please do so. Take everything from there, and the person who can take the cigs, that's fine because I've got that.
Jade, I do hope he was buried and not cremated. Because if you put a lighter in and then they get cremated, that could be a bit.
They wouldn't let us. But
dodgy.
So I hope that please that can split the person because I know there's this packet of cigs. Okay, I want to give you a bunch of flowers, sweetheart, and I've got to say to you that you light up. There's a song. You light up my heart. You light up my.
You light up my life.
That's it. Thank you, Tony. Lovely singing. Because he's just said that you light up his life, darling. Okay, he's watching over you. He's keeping the eye on you. The lady's still about, and she says you'll notice she's about, but the lady were more dainty. I've got to say dainty, she said. Okay, I hope that's helped you out, especially with the cigs. And I will say, night, God bless, and thank you for letting me work with this lovely gentleman and the lady who'll come in later because it was beautiful. Oh, can I just say September? I know we're in September, but September means something. I don't know if it's birthday or a passing because they're not telling me. They just said, tell us September. And I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much.
Paul, you can have the casket open. I'm sure you can have the casket open over here. I mean, Anne-Marie will be your best person to ask, but I'm certain you can have a viewing. But yeah. So thank you so much, Jane, and thank you from Zoe Scaife as well. And Anne-Marie says, yes, honey, you can have the casket open.
Thank you so much.
During the COVID lockdowns and things, you couldn't have open caskets then because of COVID, but you can.
Can you now? Because I know somebody who's been told they can't.
Anne-Marie, that's just a little question. To you, darling.
It's just a question for me.
I think it would be interesting to have Anne Marie on to do a chat
Yes.
actually about all this sort of stuff.
I do, because she knows about this.
I'd be curious actually, because there's not supposed to be no restrictions. You can now have the casket open.
Even if they pass with COVID?
Oh, I don't know about that one. So they've actually, the person passed with COVID and the family want to have a viewing.
Yes.
Ah, that might be different.
That's what I'm saying. Is that still what they're saying last year?
Well,
Because I wouldn't have
yeah.
thought you could catch it once they'd passed.
Well,
I think it'd be good, a good
suppose-
talk, Tony.
I think that'd be really good actually, Anne Marie, because there's a few bits I want to ask about as well, because I watch an American channel, and she's a fountain of all knowledge, and I'm sure I want to ask about the UK side of things as well, which might be no, Paul. At the time, you
Could you?
You couldn't have an open casket during the lockdown because those were the rules. But you see, that's my point, Anne Marie, that once the person's deceased, virus can't really live
Pass
in
on,
the
I would have
body.
thought.
So, I mean, unless you're going to share fluids and things, no, you couldn't. I know, Paul, it's awful. It was an awful situation to be in. But Anne Marie, can we set that up, please, sweetheart? Do a StreamYard chat. Just to talk about, because I don't know if you caught the service the other week when I was Jean and I and Irene were talking about. Jean might not have been on actually. About this fear of passing and talking about it and telling everybody what your plans are. It's something I feel quite strongly about, that we should discuss it.
Yes, we did, Tony. I was on when we discussed this.
Because I would like, personally, one of those where you ring this number and they come and pick you up, take you straight to a crematorium, and
that's
bring
what we
the
said,
ashes
Tony.
back. A few days later, I have some paperwork to read through by a company that does it.
That's what we were on about.
And then my loved ones, if they want to, can all get together and have a party if they want to. But I think, and I think it's important. So, Anne Marie, I would like to get that set up with you, and I'd like to do a longer time slot as well, because I think it's important. It's important, and there are things that I think people need to talk about and get off the chest. So,
because it's not going to be morbid. I think these things.
No.
To knock, you know what I mean. I don't want people to think it's going to be a morbid discussion, because these things we all want to talk about at some point or discuss with the funeral director when they've passed.
All I want is for people to start that thought process about. I don't want to be morbid about it, because it's not.
No, that's
for
what I'm
us
saying.
As spiritualists. It's not a morbid subject, is it?
No,
it's a part of the journey that we're on, and that we've got to step through the veil and go on to the divine energy.
That's what we've all got in common. We've all got that we're born and that we're going to pass at one day. We've all got this in common.
The inevitabilities of life are death and taxes, is what they say, isn't it? So, Anne Marie, I will message you or send me a message to remind me to talk to you about getting this set up sooner rather than later.
I'm going to make you all laugh now anyway, because we all come into this world with nothing on. other than as birthday suits. True.
Mhm.
I'm going to go out with nothing on other than my birthday suit.
Anne-Marie, can I just put a
Why get rid of my
question?
best clothes?
Exactly. I would rather they all went to.
Someone who needs them.
Yeah, exactly. I want to know if you can go just been wrapped in material, because I just want a
Not wrong with that,
shroud. I
Sophie.
don't want a coffin, and I want to know if that's allowed. So, anyway, Daisy, that's naughty. She's watching through YouTube, and I've changed. My friend Claire's backstage. She's just keeping an eye on comments like with Michael, and I changed their on-screen name to Claire and Stinky Bum because Daisy's watching, and she's put, "Hey, I'm not Stinky Bum, you are, Mister, and I'm going to get you tomorrow when you're here because I'm doing a mummy's nails for the premiere on
You're doing whose nails?
Claire's.
Oh, right.
I'm doing Claire's nails on Friday, ready for Friday, and I'm going to do mine as well. Because I've got hello. There's Daisy. See, Daisy. Hello. Are you all right, dear?
Yeah.
Good.
Are you the
good.
Stinky Bum then?
No, that one is.
Other way.
Oh, wait. Oh,
It's reversed. Yeah.
It's confusing, bro.
Yeah. Did your mum not tell you she was going to bring you up on screen? There you go. Is that better? Oh dear. I'm pleased you're okay. And bye. I'll talk to you later, love. Yes, we've been invited as guests of Jamie to go and see the premiere in Sheffield of Everybody's Talking About Jamie the movie, and I'm going in a dress.
We're frozen.
We haven't, and Michael's also going in an outfit as well. Aren't you, Michael? Skirt and glittery top, little kitten heels for Michael, huge stilettos for me. So I will have lots of photographs for everybody. So yeah, everybody's talking about Jamie movie premiere, all in frocks. Yay! These are getting really raggy now. They're ready for doing. Can you see the gap? Look at that huge gap.
You do. You need them doing.
Yes. So it'll be lovely. It'll be lovely. But yes, Anne-Marie, please send me a message, a Facebook message, and we will arrange to have that talk with you soon, I hope. And yes, Michael nearly broke his ankles when he put the big stilettos on.
I can imagine.
I do want people's advice on which frock to wear, though. So I might post some photos of the different options I've got and see what everybody thinks would be the best one.
Oh, I love your blue one, though.
I'm not wearing that one, though, because Mama I'm not so sure about Mama Roo at the minute. I've been reading a lot of stuff, and I shouldn't have read it because it's. I need to get over some stuff, and then I'll be back into Mama Roo. But we will be doing an unofficial screening at Wath Hall with Jamie and his mum Margaret, fingers crossed. So we will be using a projector, and so if anybody wants to come and dress up, and we've got wigs and things as well, you'll all be welcome.
You see, I want to come to that.
Yes, you can.
That's why I thought that was Friday. Because it's my birthday, everybody, on Friday.
It is.
I'm another year older.
Grandma Jean will be 73 next week. I can lip
End of this
read.
week.
I can lip read, Auntie Jane. That was
I know you
disgraceful.
can.
Anyway, thank you for spending your Monday evening with us, everybody.
And sorry we only got around to 2 messages, but
I
time just
know,
went on in other things.
I know. But Spirit will always ask us to do what is needed to be done. So thank you, everybody, for sharing this. I'm not sure what date yet. Jamie's private secretary here will be looking in his diary for us and sorting some stuff out. So, yeah, because this lady here is Jamie's private secretary, PA, personal assistant. So, loving the eyes, by the way. Fabulous.
Yes, the eyes.
Yes,
Make you
beautiful.
look different.
Yeah. Bye. Yeah. So we're trying to organise it with Jamie and Margaret because they've got a lot of stuff on over the next couple of weeks because they're doing premieres in different locations. If you all would like, I will see if we can arrange to do a chat with Jamie because it is a while since I've done a chat with Jamie. So, Claire, would that be possible, do you think? Nod or shake your head. Yeah.
Or shake
Nodding.
your booty in our Cohen's saying.
Yeah. Shake 'em for the boys. Sorry. I slipped into a whole different character there. No, thank you very much, everybody. It's been an amazing night, as always. I really do love the energy and the support that we get from being on screen with you lot. I will now... hang on. We've got Bridlington doing their on-screen service on Wednesday. They're doing a physical service on Thursday. Reverend Nick will be doing his physical service on Thursday, but also projecting it. We've got Clay Cross booked in, I think, Sharon. I think.
Yeah, we have got Clay Cross booked in.
I'm sure we have. And then we'll be back not Friday because I will be teetering around Sheffield in high heels and Michael will be teetering
In
in
his
high
little
heels.
heels, like me. Not Sunday. If anybody's in the Sheffield Darnell area Sunday,
yes, we
me
will
and
be
Tony
there.
will be on at Darnell.
We will. We will be on a Darnell church, but we
That's
will be
Darnell
doing...
Spiritualist Church.
I might see what I've got on Sunday morning and I might pop on and do an hour Sunday morning.
Well, just let me
if
know.
anybody's interested in that. And then we'll do Darnell Spiritualist Church. And then we'll be here Monday
Well, just
again.
let me know, Tony.
I will, sweetheart. I will.
Because I'll come on if you
It's
want
just
me
I
to.
feel we've missed a few, so
But if you want me to come on, I'll come on.
Yeah, because we did say we would just rearrange rather than miss them, and we've missed them.
Cancel.
And we have, and that's naughty.
It's just that the churches at the minute through September, we've got more or less every Sunday booked.
We have.
Through September. So if we could alter it to another day or sneak one in somewhere, that would be a good idea.
Yes, we will be doing the divine service next Monday, unless we can
do Sunday day.
We can do daytime Sunday if everybody can be around daytime Sunday. We will try and get that done. Good night, Dad.
Good night, Dad.
Text me the results of your COVID test. I need to know what they are. Thank you.
To get poorly, Daddy.
God bless. Love you, Dad. Just come on every day. Anne-Marie, I would, but we would be exhausted. But I could. Seriously, I could. I could come on every day and...
I know. Because we do feel as though we've seen one another, but we haven't been on here for, it seems forever, doesn't it?
I know. Even if we just miss one or two, it feels wrong. It feels like we've missed something.
It's just that these were booked before lockdown, weren't they? And people have
Who were
just extended them.
from the previous year. My mum and dad have just been in contact with somebody, so I'm a bit worried. I'm really worried about my mum and dad at the minute. Yes, Michael is going to be prostituting me, pimping me out, one-to-one readings for donations to charity. But as we are trustees for the Rainbow Project, that would be my preferred, but I'm not insisting. But I will be doing one-to-one readings. So if anybody wants a one-to-one sitting with myself, and if Jean and Irene want to join in as well, or you want to,
whenever I can.
get in touch and we will. Michael, don't be naughty. We will be doing one-to-one readings again to raise some funds for the Rainbow Project, because we want to do so much and we just can't, because we haven't got the finances to do what we want to do. So there you go. If anybody wants a one-to-one reading, either over the internet or face-to-face, if you're close enough, then we're up for it. But if you are in the Littleport area, I will be serving Littleport Christian Spiritualists on, I think it's October the 14th, if that's a Thursday. I may have a guest medium with me, but we will see. But I will be there, Michael will be there.
Can I just say something? I will need to talk to you later about this, because somebody invited my mummy along, didn't they? My stepmummy along. So I know.
You want a reading sometime? Chuck me a private message. If you want a reading, and we will get that set up.
Yeah, I'll come with you, Tony, or whatever.
Okay. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Good night. God bless. Those are our notices, and I will now close the service in prayer, and Grandma Jeannie will be doing the singy-songy.
Nanny. Can I have Nanny, please?
Nanny.
Oh, Nana.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for the privilege of sharing this time with Spirit. We would like to thank all of those Spirit people who have stepped forward to offer inspiration for the topics we've talked about tonight, and especially to the families of those who got a very short private reading. Not private reading, but you know what I mean. Sorry. Father, I ask that any energy that we've generated tonight go out to those who are in need of it the most, to those who are suffering in mind, body and spirit, to those who are homeless, to those who are hungry, to those who are thirsty, to those who are grieving, and to those who have passed home before us. As Reverend Nick says, Lord, when we're on that road and we're stumbling, we ask not that you move the mountain, just simply give us the strength to climb. I now hand to you everything which is rightfully yours, with love, with honour and glory. Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen, and may the Lord bless you and keep you safe until we meet again, everybody. Good night and God bless.
Everyone. Keep safe.